until one day an email popped up on my school email and it was like, hey, the first 30 applicants to send in your resume and cover letter, we'll send it over to the Rockies, and from there, it gave me an opportunity to join their in-game entertainment and in-game operations crew. It was a blast being able to not only talk to a new fan every day, but you get to see the joy on their faces when they win a prize. When we take them to the stage and we say, hey, you're gonna be on the big screen, how do you feel? And just their giddiness and their excitement rubs off on you, and you realize that you want to succeed in this industry. And that is the kind of opportunity and realization that you get through the Sport Management Institute program. And when you see that kid smile after that promotion and you hand them the prize pack and you send them on their way, there's no other better feeling, really. At first it was part-time on the Rockies Vision live production crew. And then, of course, when I interviewed for my full-time position as an audiovisual engineer, the connections were already there, the networking was already there. My interviewer already knew and heard of who I was, and that already does so much to not only differentiate myself, but for them to already have a good impression of me, or at least know what I bring to the table that isn't just what's listed on the job application. Colorado State University and the Sport Management Institute and the Colorado Rockies, I owe the entire world to them for making my dream come true. To be able to live in that space and prove myself that, hey, I can do this. I'm not special. Anybody in my position can take advantage of those opportunities and be the person that I'm proud to see me being today. And I think that's the best part about the Sport Management Institute program, is that any college kid in the sport management minor can take advantage of this opportunity and go make something for yourself.
My name is Rachel Saxon. I am a senior here at CSU. The Sports Management Institute is sponsored by the Rockies here, and it's honestly been such a fun experience for me. You have to have actual field experience to be able to complete the minor. So I kind of heard about this and I was like, this sounds like a really fun opportunity. I'm gonna be here over the summer anyways. So did the interview for it and got into it. It was the longest and hardest job I've definitely had so far. I mean, like, even in comparison to swimming, you get a lot of tasks and then you have to kind of divulge with your team and be like, we're gonna go do this when you guys do this. Let's make sure we get it done so we can have it all in prep for the game. Definitely here I've learned a lot of teamwork. You have to be able to learn how to work with different people from a lot of different backgrounds and different kind of work ethics. So being able to take that team thing from here and be able to make it with a group of 18 of us was really helpful. And it's kind of just having that bond with everybody that you work with and being able to realize, like, we're getting through this together and we can have this super awesome and cool experience. Even though it is hard, being able to do it together was such like a bonding moment. One of the big things I wanted to work with was diversity, equity, inclusion within sports, because obviously it's so heavily populated by men, and that's kind of what all major associations are run by. And I see myself as a very strong leader, and I am a woman, and I love it a lot, and I want to make sure that sports are an inclusive environment for everybody. I think making sure that everybody's able to go to games and they're able to pay for tickets to go, they're able to listen on the radio in a different language. I've always wanted to work with athletes or do something around sports. I didn't really grow up with like a huge sports family, but I always loved the idea of it. I don't know every player's stats. I didn't know half the people on the Rockies, but I knew I loved sports and I loved the environment and how it can bring people together. And I was freaking out, I'm like, I don't know everything like all these other guys do and all the other girls who grew up with all this. But I felt like the biggest thing was not having that knowledge and still being able to perform and do well in an environment that I was uncomfortable in. I want more girls and people of color and people from marginalized communities to be able to get into that more. So after this season working with the Rockies, I definitely realized that doing something within marketing or promotions, kind of like events within major league associations, is a lot of fun. And there's a lot of different moving parts that work with it. And so I'm definitely like leaning towards that direction now. It's been honestly super helpful getting to know what it's like to work in the sports world. The opportunities that I've gotten from the minor program here have been really helpful for me.